Alright, I'm working on a 1998 740 IL. Basically what's going on is the door wasn't opening properly. It would stay open or stay locked, and it was basically stuck. So what I did was, the door was stuck shut, and a lot of people are basically under the impression that you cannot take off the door panel when the door is closed, and that's false. Because what you do is you grab the door panel from the bottom while you're inside the car itself, and you just start prying on the panel, and all the little deals that hold the panel in place will pop off, and then you can just pretty much force it off at that point. And then what you want to do is go ahead and disconnect any electrical that are on the panel, and the door panel's off. And in my case, I needed to replace this little mechanism that's right here. And
actuator or something?
Actuator or something. You pop this off here, which is a little deal here, and then it comes off like that. And then once you get that off, then you can just pop it off with a small screwdriver in between here, but there's a little clip on the other side that just clips right off, and you can see it holding it on that side. So I should have recorded the actual disassembly of it, but I did not. It's my first time doing it. It's fairly easy. So you pop this back on, and then you just clip it right back on like that. Now, all you really have to do is just pretty much watch exactly how I assemble it back together, and it's just a reversal of that. And there's these little clips here that I'll be showing you right here, these little orange deals here that you have to slide into these little slots once they go on, and then two screws here that go here that will hold this part here. And then of course there's another part that goes down, which is a cable that will connect to this deal here, the little latch over here, and that's the actual latch that opens the door. So what I'm gonna do now is position this back up into the position to put the screws here and two screws here, so that I can actually put it back in its position. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So I'm lifting it up, and I need to line up this screw hole here. I believe it's right here if I'm correct. So it's gonna have to go, yeah, it's gonna have to go all the way up. All the way up. Let's see, where's that screw hole? There's a screw hole. There it is, it's lined up now. So okay, so I just lined it up with this screw hole here, and I need to get the screw here. Excuse me, Bella. Okay, so and these are the screws here that you need to take out. There's 3 of them. So just gonna pop that sucker right in there. I really don't want to strip it, so it'll work. But, you know, you can do it free-handly. There it goes. So that's how you know you're getting a perfect screw there. You don't need to tighten it right away, because you really need to just line all 3 of them up before you start to tighten them up. And this, in this panel here, this is actually, in order to get to these 2 screws here, you have to pop it off. I recommend not popping it off at the bottom here. There's no point on it, and it can actually break it. So I would slide it right over, and that works just as good. Alright, now, it's a little tricky just to get them lined up perfectly. That's why you don't want to tighten these screws up too tight. So see, I did it by hand too tight. So what all I gotta do is get a, and this here is a 3/8 socket, metric, so it can grab that little star deal there, because of course German cars, foreign cars for that matter, have different type of you know, socketry. Alright, so here we go. Let's see, which way do I go now? And see, I have all these here in place right now. And this is actually in my way now. You know what? I was supposed to put this going this way, but that's alright. That's alright. Let's see. It's a little tricky here. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take it back off. Because what I wanted to do is this cable here, I didn't want it wrapped around this over here. Okay, so I'm going to drop it all the way down. And this cable, you can reach right under here and grab the electrical cables here and pull them out of your way so that they're not in your way. And of course this here doesn't belong in here. This here is the actual door deal. And it hooks on in here. If you want to get a close-up of that here, you see it hooks on in there, and it comes off, but you can just pop it right back on. You can, you know, open and close it and stuff.
Oh, that little hole?
Yeah, that little hole there. It's actually in there. And then this one here hooks onto a hole down in there, which is like a little hook deal. So this is basically the actuator here. Mm-hmm. This is it. This controls your unlock and lock stuff. So
this door was completely, it wouldn't open.
Yeah.
A lot of people are having that problem.
So
these cars.
So the basically reassembly is basically the same as the assembly. It's just a reverse. Okay, so I'm thinking my first time putting it back together after taking it apart. So it's a slight bit tricky, just to make sure everything lines up and everything's out of your way and stuff. So see, that just came right off, but that's okay because all I have to do is slide this in, put it right there, and then just slide it right through that little hook there. It's pretty simple. These aren't a big issue. If they do pop off, don't get discouraged and like, oh, what did I do? Did I mess it up? No, it's not messed up. There it is. It's right back on. Mm-hmm. Simple as that. Sometimes it's probably best just going to take it off and get it out of your way so you don't have to worry about it, you know, getting tangled or kinked or anything like that. So now what I want to do is just lift it up and position it to where I'm going to actually be able to. There you go. There's one hole and there's two holes right there. Okay, that's perfect. Grab the screw here and put the screw right in there. You can do it by hand. It's a lot easier instead of having to do it with the socket, because you could strip them. You don't want to do that. It's pretty hard steel, so
you need to hold it on.
Yeah, you need to hold it one hand and do with the other. My left thumb ain't too good, so it's a little tricky for me. It actually hurts inside. Don't know why. It does.